Stay tuned for Ethan's exit interview.
It's Jill, the co-host of The Pulse, where we go, woo! Today I am here with Ethan, and he is, or was, a Survivor castaway. Just got eliminated in episode 3, so he's not saying woo because he lost the $500, but all is well. He is here now. Ethan, you're doing well?
Yeah, good health.
Good health. All right, so we're gonna flash it back to episode 1. Where you were the first one that took the initiative to start popping the balloons. Was that in your team's strategy, or did you just do that on your own?
No, that was kind of just spur of the moment because
Red's gone.
Yeah.
So if you want to make this 50-50, for Red's
Orange was talking to us that they wanted to make an alliance, team up, go after Black. Because we were told that Black and Red were working together, which we obviously saw at the end how they protected her. So yeah, we kind of just started getting cornered. We were expecting to see Orange turn on Black. Didn't happen fast enough for my liking. So I kind of just took the initiative and just dove out into the fray of things and see what I could do.
In episode 2, you were the first to finish the Kugam puzzle and could have easily helped Jeff to finish his. But you decided to not do that, and you decided to flip your puzzle over so he couldn't see that. Do you feel that hurt your game? Or that you would have stayed in the competition longer if you didn't do that?
I don't know, because personally I thought that was great for my individual game. However, ultimately losing another person that night, already starting off with one player missing as well, was a disadvantage. It certainly came back to bite me. In the moment, I flipped it over, and when I had it flipped over, I'm like, oh, I can't see this anymore. I'm like, well, no one can see it. That was the point. But then I thought, this is time for him to, I've showed the initiative. Like you were saying, I was stepping up to these challenges, and I was, get it done. I was hoping to show, some strength, show power, and have him do the same. Because then I thought it only show us to unify, show that he can clutch, he can carry his weight. He's a strong competitor.
So when you flipped the puzzle, did you flip it so Jeff couldn't see it, or did you flip it so the other teams couldn't see it?
In all honesty, it was more so about the other teams. But when I had it flipped over, I had it held and sit it there, and I was looking at him like, all right, what do I want to do? Do I want to try to dissect this and flip this over carefully and leave it as? Try to, have him deconstruct it. But although it was a struggle, and I probably looked like an idiot the whole time doing it, I love the memory challenge. That frantic running back and forth, your heart's pounding. And that's what I was even talking about to some of the producers about how they had, your testers do it. It's like, oh yeah, just a few minutes, you guys all got it. But it's just something about having that pressure of the whole room staring at you.
And just quiet.
And just having to do nothing more than just remember a quote. It was intense.
Yeah.
And that was so I definitely think for the excitement, that was my favorite part.
All right. If you could do something differently in the choices that you made during the competition, whether it was for your personal game or for the game of the competition, what would it be?
No, I said I didn't struggle. I didn't say I didn't make any mistakes. I definitely would try to do that, my negotiation when I was on the fence there at Tribal, a little differently. Because I don't think it was really feasible for us to win the challenges that night. Between the two different types of tug of war, I still have the band around my waist, like the scarring.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it's just a yellow bruise, a band across my hip.
Plastic cord, man. I'm gonna be like branded in the next 3 years. I'm gonna have a mark just right here, symbolizing the scar that my Kinzua brothers left on me.
In episode 3, you landed on the new Shenango tribe, which was obviously then the bottom of the totem pole. However, you weren't originally the person that was going to be voted out. A castaway changed their vote last minute to you, so you're the one that got voted off the Shenango tribe that night. Why do you think that happened?
I had too much faith in their alliances with each other. I was expecting them to, obviously want to, no one wants to go draw stones. And that's the one thing I hope that she realizes by changing her vote, that now if there's any more disagreements, they're drawing stones for whichever tribal. And if that was their decision to want to take their chances gambling instead of working with me, I'm going to take it as a compliment that I was too big of a threat. I would have had to, I think I might have sided with the guys instead. But Alyssa told me that he was throwing my name out preemptively, and I think that got me spooked, and I don't think I kept a calm, level head as well as I could have. And
I got anxious.
Yeah, I did get a little anxious.
And one last question. For both your Kinzua and Shenango tribe mates, are you going to support them and go, or are you going to just kind of support them from the back burner, just kind of?
I'm gonna be watching them online. I'll be watching the recaps. I definitely have a lot more faith to Alec and Caden. Being the smaller tribe that's there, getting picked on as much as we try to stay indomitable. I was hoping for them. For my new tribe members on Red, I don't know. I knew them for one day. They clearly didn't want me. I don't want them. It's over. Water under the bridge.
One of my life mottos is, "It is what it is."
Oh, that sounds about right. Yeah, it is what it is. I know, that's, even looking back at this, I think I played a great game with the cards I was dealt. Obviously I wish I could have gone farther, but for $500, it is what it is. I definitely value the connections I made over that prospect of some chump change like that.